My term began with a homage to my ideas from second year: environmentalism, conservation, and a love of birds. Blatant Symbolism, an installation piece intentionally saturated with dark omens, consisted of a human skull made out of rubbish in front of a window in which the black silhouettes of different birds can be seen. The skull appeared to be regurgitating birdseed. I wanted to narrate the destruction of humanity, an uncomfortable foreshadowing of our eventual, self-inflicted doom. My hope is that life finds a way, the bird will find the seed, from what remains of our civilization. In death, humanity finally regurgitates the resources gorged whilst alive, in order to feed the ecosystem. My main influences for this piece were mainly Sarah Science's Highline and Pajac's Camouflage. This piece allowed me to move towards new ideas while maintaining a continuity in my practice. My next piece explored the idea of environmentalism through crowd control, an interactive performance piece named Eat Your Sins. I was still interested in using rubbish as a medium, and wanted to convey more viscerally how humanity will be the cause of its own demise. This consisted of a skull-headed janitor sweeping rubbish into a dark room. Any audience watching were also physically swept into the dark room. Originally, the skull was the same one used in Blatant Symbolism. However, I had the opportunity to perform this piece again in the first exhibition of the year, this time using a more abstract character. My studio group collectively created our own vintage cinema, named Maud's Cabinet of Wonders. I was able to change the performance slightly by acting as the cinema janitor, sweeping away the audience alongside a mountain of litter. This meant the performance fit the context of the exhibition. My influences for these pieces included the performative work of Oliver Herring and the earlier untitled works of Louis Laurent. In Redacted, the literally captive audience stand in a dark space and are pulled out one by one into the light by a janitorial figure with an abstract head and laid on the floor. I entertained the idea that perhaps humanity can be saved, brought back into the light, through submission to what they have created. I was interested in how far I could go with inducing vulnerability in willing audience members. My main influence for this piece was Tatlin's Whisper No. 5 by Tanya Bruguera. In order to diversify my medium of work, I created a series of video projections that developed my ideas of the head and the body. In the first of these, Eaton, I bring vulnerability and humanity to my previously inhumane janitor character, as they spin slowly wearing nothing but their abstract head. Eager to explore new ideas, and influenced by Mariana Simnet's Blood in My Milk exhibition, I decided to take this further, and explored ideas of self-destruction, bodily discomfort, gristle and auto-cannibalism through a series of videos in which I chew plastic, insinuate that I snip off parts of my face, and chew my own hair. I experimented with how pornographic I could make a video without including any actual explicit content. I carried these ideas into my final piece for the external After Dark exhibition, which consisted of a collaborative performance piece with my coursemate Natalie Syred. I was eager to end the term with a performance piece that carried more power than all my previous ones. The collaborative aspect of the piece allowed us this. In order to create it, we combined our current ideas, mine of viscera and the body, and Natalie's ideas of feminism and voyeurism. We, as living, breathing women, aimed to destroy a patriarchal, capitalist society's idea of the ideal woman, a creature to be consumed, sexualised and commodified. This was done quite literally, as we removed our knickers and gruesomely destroyed this ideal, which was represented by melons with hair and painted lips. This was done in front of shocked audience members. We sexualise our movements and actions as we do this, embracing our own sexuality while simultaneously rejecting the sexuality thrust upon us. Our main influences included Valley Expo, Carolee Schneemann, Mariana Simnet, and Florence Peake.